You know, we use them every single day, getting to work, to school, seeing family. But have you ever really stopped to think about our roads? Not just as, strips of asphalt, but as this complex, brilliantly designed system? Okay, let's dive in, because there's a hidden logic to the roads right under our wheels, and today we're going to decode it. So, just to get started, here's a quick question for you. Off the top of your head, right now, how many different types of roads can you actually name? You've got streets, highways, avenues, maybe a freeway. Go on, take a guess. 5? 10 maybe?
Well, whatever number you landed on, I'm willing to bet the real answer is quite a bit higher. In fact, it's way bigger than you'd probably guess.
Just check this out. We've got highways, expressways, and freeways. Then there are arterial roads, collector roads, and local streets. And we're not done. There are ring roads, bypass roads, and get this, the list keeps on going. There are 20 distinct types in total. Now, at first glance, that just looks like a total mess. But what if I told you there's a simple way to make sense of all of it?
To bring some order to that chaos, we need to ask our first and honestly most important question. What is the road's purpose? What's its why? And the absolute best way to think about this is to imagine the entire road network as the circulatory system of a city. And that analogy fits perfectly when you look at something like an arterial road. Just like the main arteries in your body, these are the heavy hitters. They're designed to move huge volumes of traffic efficiently between the heart of the city and its outer limbs, like the suburbs. And this just shows how brilliantly it all works together. Think of your daily commute like you're moving through a funnel. You start on a big, high-capacity arterial road. From there, you'll exit onto a collector road, which does exactly what it says. It collects that traffic and starts spreading it out. And then finally, you make that last turn onto a local street, the smallest vessel, which takes you right to your front door. It's this elegant, tiered system, right? So the key thing to remember is that a road's design is completely dictated by its job. At one extreme, you have the mighty highway, built for one thing and one thing only, moving a lot of people and stuff at high speeds over really long distances. Then, at the complete other end of the spectrum, you have the humble local street, designed for slow speeds and getting you to one specific driveway. They're polar opposites, designed for completely different jobs. And this idea goes even deeper, because some roads are hyper-specialized. They're basically targeted engineering solutions to common problems. Got a city center that's just choked with traffic? Well, a ring road circles it and pulls cars out of the core. A small town getting totally swamped by through traffic? A bypass road sends all those cars around it. That nightmare intersection everyone hates? A flyover literally lifts one road over the other to untangle the mess. Each one is a purpose-built problem solver. All right, so that's the why, the road's job. The second key to unlocking this whole thing is the what, as in, what is the road made of? The material it's built from tells you a lot about its strength, its use, and sometimes even its history. Now, today's world is pretty much run by two titans of road construction. First up, you've got bitumen, which you probably just call asphalt. It's that smooth, black surface that's become the standard pretty much everywhere. But for the absolute toughest jobs, where traffic is just relentless, engineers bring out the big guns, concrete. It's incredibly strong and built to last for decades. But, the material isn't always about modern engineering. Sometimes it connects us directly to the past. And a perfect example of this is the classic, character-filled brick road. And that's exactly where their story lives today. I mean, you're not going to find a brick superhighway, right? Instead, they're preserved in historic towns or used in pedestrian-only zones. They're there to create a sense of place and charm, kind of reminding us of a different era of travel. Okay, so we've covered the why, a road's function, and the what it's made of. The third and final piece of this puzzle is the where. A road's location fundamentally changes its design because, let's face it, the needs of a packed city are completely different from the needs of the wide-open countryside.
And this really makes it crystal clear. In the cities, it's all about one thing, managing tons of people and cars moving fast. So you see freeways, ring roads, flyovers. But then you get out into the countryside and the whole game changes. It's all about basic connectivity. Things like gravel roads and even simple earthen roads become these essential lifelines that connect farms, villages, and entire communities.
So let's put it all together. We started this explainer with that huge, kind of overwhelming list of 20 different kinds of roads. But now, with our new toolkit, we can finally go from chaos to clarity.
Because it really all boils down to just 3 simple questions you have to ask. Number 1, what is its function? Is it an arterial road moving traffic or a bypass road solving a congestion problem? Number 2, what is its material? Is it modern concrete or old-school gravel? And number 3, what is its geography? Is this an urban expressway or a rural lifeline?
And that's the magic of it. This simple framework is the decoding key. It takes that crazy long list from something you'd have to memorize and turns it into an elegant, logical system that you can use to understand any road you ever drive on. So next time you're on your way somewhere, look out the window with new eyes. You now have the system to see the hidden logic playing out all around you. Which really leaves us with one final thought. Now that you know the system, what kind of road will you be traveling on tomorrow?